was a few years past when I ventured into the realm of renting, seeking solace in a new abode. The house appeared quaint and promising, an ideal setting for my work-from-home endeavors. Little did I know that the tranquil facade would soon crumble, revealing a darkness lurking beneath the surface. The initial days passed uneventfully. I settled into my newfound sanctuary, meticulously arranging furniture and transforming the house into a personal haven. The isolation was both comforting and disquieting, as if the house itself held secrets it yearned to divulge. One morning, as the sun bathed the land in its gentle glow, a knock resounded through the stillness. Curiosity compelled me to answer, and there stood my landlord, an enigmatic smile adorning his face. His visit puzzled me, for there seemed to be no pressing reason for his intrusion. Small talk danced upon his lips, concealing a deeper motive. With a disconcerting politeness, he departed, leaving behind a lingering unease. I returned to my work, the odd encounter fading from my mind like a fleeting wisp of fog. Yet, as twilight descended upon the world, a sense of disquiet settled upon me. The air grew heavy with an intangible presence, and I embarked on an evening stroll through the neighboring streets. As I retraced my steps, a peculiar sight caught my eye. A car, parked inconspicuously along the side of the road. Recognition dawned upon me, for it bore a striking resemblance to my landlord's vehicle. It sat there, devoid of life, an enigma in the quietude of the night. Unease wrapped its icy tendrils around my heart as I hastened toward the refuge of my home. Peering through the windows, my eyes scanned the surroundings, hoping to catch a glimpse of my elusive landlord. Alas, he remained hidden from view, an enigma shrouded in darkness. I resigned myself to the enigmatic nature of the situation, unaware that a sinister revelation lay in wait. The passage of time yielded no answers as hours ebbed away into the night. It was then, in the dead of night, that an insistent knocking shattered the fragile peace of my slumber. Disoriented and alarmed, I descended the stairs, fearing the presence of an unwelcome guest. A flicker of trepidation coursed through my veins as I beheld the figure standing at my door. It was none other than my landlord, wearing a facade of geniality that sent shivers down my spine. Suppressing my mounting anger, I voiced my concerns, demanding he respect the boundaries of privacy. Yet, his words dripped like poison, seeping into the recesses of my mind. He spoke of immediate repairs, citing a gas leak within the basement. The absence of alarms within the house only added to the dubiousness of his claims. My instinctual apprehension urged caution, prompting me to delay his entry until morning. But as I prepared to bid him farewell, a sudden force propelled his body inside, violating the sanctity of my abode. Frozen in a state of shock, I stood helpless, an unwilling witness to a macabre charade. His gaze pierced through my soul, a sinister smile playing upon his lips. A desperate resolve seized me, a flicker of intuition urging me to escape this unfolding nightmare. Seizing an opportune moment, I concocted a ruse. Pleading to retrieve my phone from another room, I raced through the dimly lit halls, aware of the sinister presence lurking just steps away. Hastily, I snatched my phone and keys, the weight of my fear intensifying with each passing second. As I made my way towards the front door, an overwhelming urge to uncover the truth gripped me. I couldn't resist the temptation to peek inside the duffel bag he had brought with him, a bag that held secrets I could not ignore. With trembling hands, I cautiously unzipped the bag, unveiling its cryptic contents. To my horror, the bag revealed no ordinary tools. Instead, an assortment of peculiar objects lay before me, their purpose veiled in darkness. I had no time to decipher their enigmatic nature, for the sound of footsteps reverberated from the depths of the house. Aware that I could not confront this menacing presence alone, I fled from the premises, my heart pounding with a mixture of terror and relief. Speeding away in my car, I dialed the authorities, desperate to unravel the chilling mystery that had unfolded within those walls. The police arrived swiftly, but fate played a cruel hand. Although they discovered my landlord still lingering within the confines of the house, the duffel bag had vanished without a trace. Its sinister contents remained a secret, swallowed by the shadows, denying justice the chance to be served. I seized the opportunity to break free from the clutches of that haunted house, relinquishing my lease without penalty. Yet, even as I escaped the physical confines, the psychological scars remained etched upon my consciousness. The face of my landlord, his haunting smile, and the enigmatic purpose of that accursed duffel bag haunted my thoughts relentlessly. Months have passed since that fateful encounter, yet the harrowing uncertainty lingers. The realization gnaws at me that he continues his malevolent endeavors, preying upon unsuspecting souls who cross his path. I am but a powerless witness to his wicked deeds, burdened with the knowledge that others may fall victim to his dark intentions. Every night as I lay in bed, the silence of the night amplifies my unease. Shadows dance on the walls, whispering secrets I dare not comprehend. The mere thought of returning to that house, even in my darkest dreams, fills me with dread. So, my cautionary tale concludes, a testament to the chilling reality that lurks beyond the veneer of normalcy. Be wary of those who wear masks of kindness, for their intentions may be stained with darkness. Trust your instinct, for they are the compass that guides you through the labyrinth of the unknown. May this tale serve as a warning to all who tread the path of uncertainty, reminding us that evil often wears a familiar face, and that safety is a precious gift to be cherished. The story begins with a young adult, full of hope and dreams, who ventured into the realm of homeownership. Little did they know that their new abode held secrets far more sinister than they could have ever imagined. The house stood on the outskirts of town, a lonely figure in the moonlight, its worn facade bearing witness to the passage of time. The previous owner had left it devoid of life, an empty shell waiting to be filled with new memories. The young homeowner, brimming with excitement, moved in swiftly, eager to make this house their own. But as the sun dipped below the horizon and darkness enshrouded the land, strange happenings began to unfold. Noises echoed through the corridors like the whispers of a long-forgotten past. The creaks and groans of the house echoed through the silence of the night, sending a chill down the occupant's spine. On that fateful night, as they settled into their new sanctuary, a loud thump resonated from above, as if an unseen force had dropped something heavy upon the floor. Startled, their heart raced as they ventured upstairs, searching for the source of the disturbance. Yet, to their bewilderment, everything remained as they had left it. The enigma lingered in their mind, casting a shadow of doubt over the sanctity of their new home. But determined to find solace, they returned to their movie, seeking comfort in the glow of the screen. Alas, the echoes of the thump persisted, refusing to be ignored. Night turned to day, and weariness weighed heavy upon their eyelids. But their slumber was soon shattered by a rhythmic creaking, emanating from the hallway outside their bedroom. Fear gripped their heart as they swung the door open, only to be greeted by a sight that would haunt their nightmares for years to come. The attic door dangled before them, swinging back and forth as if beckoning them to uncover its secrets. A ladder descended from the dark recesses above, an invitation to explore the unknown. Panic surged through their veins as they raced downstairs, their trembling fingers dialing 911 in haste. Yet, as they descended the staircase, a chilling revelation greeted them. The sound of hurried footsteps reverberated through the house, followed by the jarring slam of the back door. Their intruder had made their escape, leaving behind a trail of dread in their wake. Locking the door with trembling hands, they dialed the authorities, their voice laced with fear and desperation. The police arrived, their presence bringing a momentary sense of security. They confirmed the homeowner's worst fears. A trespasser had been living within the confines of their new dwelling, lurking in the shadows undetected. The attic, once an innocuous space, now revealed its true nature. Inside, a tableau of forgotten relics greeted their gaze. Furniture, boxes, and decayed remnants of the past lay strewn about, as if the attic itself had borne witness to the passage of time. The police assured them that the intruder was likely gone, but cautionary words hung heavy in the air. Days turned into weeks, and the homeowner carried on with their life, haunted by a lurking presence they couldn't shake. Every return home was accompanied by a dreadful anticipation, a sense that someone could be hiding in the shadows, their eyes watching, their breath bated. Though time passed, the memory of that unsettling encounter refused to fade. It lingered in the corners of their mind, a constant reminder of the fragility of their newfound sanctuary. With the help of a trusty U-Haul, I embarked on a weekend of tireless moving, my sweat-soaked brow a testament to the effort poured into this new chapter of my life. The prospect of having an entire house to myself was exhilarating, a sanctuary of personal space and freedom. But little did I know that the sanctuary I saw would soon morph into a realm of unexplained phenomena. On that first night, as I unpacked my belongings, an eerie sequence of events unfolded, shrouding my newfound home in an aura of unease. Amidst the chaos of unboxing, I heard the distinct sound of a notification echoing through the house. Curiosity piqued, I made my way downstairs to investigate the source. There, upon the kitchen counter, lay my phone, lighting up with a message from an unknown number. A welcome to the neighborhood. A chill ran down my spine as I pondered the identity of this mysterious sender, for I had yet to encounter any of my neighbors and had saved my landlord's contact information. Shrugging off the disconcerting text, I resumed my unpacking endeavors, hoping to drown out the sense of unease that had settled upon me. The living room, with its assembled furniture and connected TV stand, exuded a semblance of normalcy, a respite from the mounting strangeness. Yet, fate had other plans, for as I attended to the bathrooms, a second notification jolted me from my thoughts. Annoyed, I made my way downstairs once more, convinced it was the same enigmatic neighbor invading the sanctity of my solitude. To my bewilderment, my phone was nowhere to be found, despite my recollection of leaving it on the kitchen counter. A sense of disorientation washed over me, like a splash of water awakening my senses. Confusion mingled with fatigue as I combed through every nook and cranny, desperately seeking the misplaced device. Frustration slowly gave way to resignation, and I continued my organizational efforts in the bathroom, leaving behind the enigma of the missing phone. Days turned into nights, and the house slowly transformed into a reflection of my aspirations. With boxes discarded and empty spaces filled, I reveled in the solitude that embraced me. However, beneath the veneer of tranquility, a sinister presence lurked, patiently awaiting its chance to reveal itself. It was during a routine return to the house, carrying the remnants of empty boxes down to the garage, that my world was abruptly shattered. Crossing the threshold, I froze in my tracks, my gaze fixated on an unsettling sight. There, on the kitchen counter, sat my phone, the very phone that had eluded me earlier. Confusion gave way to terror as I noticed the timestamp on a recently received text, a photograph of my fully assembled couch, captured just moments after I had ascended to the upper floor. Panic seized my every fiber as I frantically surveyed the empty rooms. Closets were flung open, corners searched, and the oppressive silence punctuated by my racing heartbeat. Disoriented and teetering on the precipice of paranoia, I stepped into the center of the living room, aligning myself precisely where the clandestine snapshot had been taken. The gravity of the situation finally settled upon my trembling form, compelling me to dial the authorities. But before I could complete the call, another text message appeared on my screen, urging me to venture outside. The doorbell chimed in sync with the arrival of the message, sending shivers down my spine. Instinctively, I retreated to the safety of my upstairs bedroom, locking the door behind me, and dialed the emergency line. Trembling, I relayed the unnerving sequence of events to the dispatcher, my voice betraying a mixture of fear and confusion. Minutes stretched into eternity as I awaited the arrival of the police, my senses heightened to every creak and whisper within the house. The echoes of my own breath mingled with the oppressive silence that engulfed the rooms, intensifying the weight of the unknown presence that loomed outside. Then, a sudden flurry of activity shattered the silence as the law enforcement officers descended upon the scene. Their search, meticulous and methodical, combed every nook and cranny, both inside and outside the house. Alas, their efforts bore no fruit, save for a few inconclusive shoe prints scattered across the premises, a mere trace of the intruder's fleeting presence. As the officers departed, their duty fulfilled but their questions unanswered, I found myself perched on the precipice of sanity. The tormenting questions echoed within my mind, reverberating through the empty halls of my consciousness. How had this invader eluded detection? Who was behind these calculated acts of intrusion? And most unsettling of all, what sinister intentions lay hidden beneath the surface? Days turned into weeks, and weeks transformed into months as I tried to rebuild the semblance of a normal life within those walls. The memory of that fateful night remained etched in my mind, a constant reminder of the fragility of security and the insidious presence that could lurk within the shadows. The passing of time brought respite from immediate disturbances, yet the scars left by that haunting episode refused to fade. Every creak, every gust of wind rattling the window panes sent my heart racing in a tumult of unease. Paranoia became my unwelcome companion, dogging my every step, forever whispering the possibility of an unseen observer lurking just beyond the veil of my awareness. Now, as I find myself recounting this tale to you, dear listeners, a profound sense of disquiet lingers within me. I have remained in this house for nearly a year, unburdened by further encounters with the unknown. Yet the passage of time has not assuaged my fears. I cannot help but wonder if, even now, an unseen presence watches from the periphery, stalking my every move. The lingering uncertainty is a weight upon my soul, a reminder that the boundaries between safety and vulnerability are mere illusions. Each day, I grapple with the harrowing thought that this malevolent force, once confined to the shadows, may seek new prey, unaware victims who, like me, will find themselves ensnared in the web of inexplicable terror.